So I moved to London in 2014. It was a very peculiar time, I guess, for me because I had a very difficult couple of years before I moved here. I was very lost. As an artist, always, there's this nagging voice that tells me to make more art. I'm always like tortured by this. At the end of 2014, right before Christmas, I came up with this practical idea of doing 100 artworks outside in 100 days. Each one would be different, they would be unplanned, and that they would intentionally be not permanent. Once I created them, they were subject to change, be destroyed, whatever. I don't exactly remember what day I started, but very quickly, I developed a kind of aesthetic sensibility, a way of working. Sometimes I missed a day, sometimes I missed 2 days, but over the course of about 5 months, I managed to do 100 artworks. You know, most of the time they're inspired by curious details that I would notice in the surfaces of walls or formations in the grass or everyday features that are a part of the infrastructure, like tubes coming out of walls for drainage. Or I even started to see symbols like the mailboxes or arrows painted on the asphalt. I started to see these opportunities everywhere to make some creative intervention. Um, when I did encounter people, they were often curious. Some people would ask me questions. A lot of people didn't linger around. Mostly people were timid. But the one negative encounter I did have was very interesting to me, and I think I'll remember it forever. I was making an artwork that was essentially made of neon paper stars that I cut out. And I had all these green and yellow and orange ones and pink, probably about 100 of them. And I was gluing them in layers on a concrete. It was bright and it was beautiful. It was in a dismal place. It was in one of these classic neighborhoods that we're all surrounded by, that are, consist of surfaces and features that are dull and gray. And so I thought I was adding something unique, striking. And this woman got out of her car and asked me what I was doing, and I told her, and she said to me, I think it's a bit of an eyesore. And I guess I was really surprised by that because her finding it an eyesore must have been based on the fact that it was different from what she's used to seeing. But beyond that, also I think that artwork that's made without permission outside in public space has a very negative reputation, being like a fucking punk or something, graffiti, urban teenage culture, whatever it is. The connotations were powerful enough. The brainwashing that public art of that nature is bad was powerful enough for her to tell me that what I was doing was an eyesore. Anyway, within a couple of weeks, my eyes were engaging with my environment again. Always. I was always thinking about materials and how I could use them and where. The practice of thinking and being as an artist came back naturally. And I felt fulfilled afterwards. And I still feel proud of the project. And yeah, to be honest, right now, life got difficult again. I haven't been making work with the same passion, I guess, recently. But I know now from experience that, to do something like that is usually helpful for myself as an artist when stuck. And I plan on doing it again in a new city. Yeah, the project continues. I need it. I need it right now anyway. I need it.